Patrick Beverley returns to starting lineup as LA blows it open during first half. Sekou Smith NBA.com at Sekou Smith in base 4. 2022-07 AM ETPatrick Beverley's return to the lineup boosted the Clippers well beyond the Nuggets' attempt. Orlando, Florida. Clippers coach Doc Rivers waited on his team to show up in their first-round series against the Dallas Mavericks. They were 4 games deep, Rivers said, before he recognized the crew he believes can win it all. He didn't have to wait in this time around. The Clippers got off to a great start, clicking on all fronts in a 120-97 rout of the Denver Nuggets in Game 1 of this Western Conference semifinal matchup. The shaky moments that plagued the Clippers against the Mavericks vanished with a few days of rest, against a Nuggets team operating on fumes after the first quarter Thursday. Greater than Game 2, Nuggets vs. Clippers Saturday, September 5 at 9 ET on TNT. It helped that Rivers had his entire roster intact to open this series, just the 13th time this season that he's had everyone at his disposal and the first since the season restarted here July 30. Patrick Beverley was back in the starting lineup after missing the final 5 games against the Mavericks with a strained calf. Marcus Morris was back on the floor and in a groove, free from having to battle with Mavericks star Luka Doncic. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were locked in a rhythm from the start. And the bench crew, the best in the league led by Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell, were back in familiar positions. "I thought we just locked into our assignments," George said. "To be honest, that's the best we've done so far against an opponent. Our attention to detail was great and we followed the game plan. It just took us to lock in tonight and come here and do what we needed to do. There's no sugar-coating answer or no headline answer. We just locked into what we needed to do, and that was enough for us to play with energy and effort. We just knew what our job was tonight and we executed it." The Clippers rolled from the opening tip, tagging the Nuggets with a lopsided Game 1 loss. Beverley played just 12 minutes but finished with 8 points, 6 rebounds and 2 assists and received universal praise for his presence and energy. All those things were sorely missed from their defensive captain in the first-round series against the Mavericks. "He gives us energy," Rivers said. "We're not a particularly loud team on the floor defensively. Pat is, in a lot of ways with that starting lineup, a defensive captain with his voice. He calls out coverages, he holds everybody responsible, and to have that voice to start games is just invaluable. And then what it does is it just leaks over to the rest of the team. When you see him playing like that and talking like that on defense, it helps the entire team." Beverley was in agony watching in street clothes. The opportunity to get back into the action for Game 1 energized the Clippers' energizer.